What if the penny hiding in your pocket right now could be worth far more than 1 cent? Most people overlook the 1980 no mint Mark Lincoln penny, but some examples have surprised collectors with impressive values because of their condition and unusual features. The 1980 no mint Mark Lincoln penny was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which did not place a mint mark on pennies during that time. Millions were made for everyday use, but only a small number have survived in outstanding condition. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin features Abraham Lincoln on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the back. It is made from mostly copper with a small amount of zinc, giving it the classic bronze color many people remember. While ordinary circulated coins are usually worth only a few cents, collectors pay much higher prices for flawless uncirculated examples. Coins with strong luster, sharp details, and rare minting errors such as off-center strikes, double strikes, or dramatic die cracks can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Some certified high-grade examples have reached impressive auction prices because perfect survivors are extremely difficult to find. If you discover one, check the date carefully, confirm there is no mint mark below the date, and compare the design with trusted reference photos. Be cautious of altered coins or clean surfaces, which can reduce value. One interesting fact is that many valuable coins were found in old jars, family collections, or forgotten coin rolls. That is one reason collectors still search through pocket change every day. The next time you receive a handful of pennies, take a closer look. Your ordinary-looking 1980 no mint Mark Lincoln penny might be hiding an extraordinary story and perhaps an unexpected treasure. What if the penny sitting in your pocket right now could be worth far more than just 1 cent? The 1981 Lincoln penny with no mint mark is one of those coins that many people overlook, yet some examples have caught the attention of collectors because of their condition and rare minting errors. The 1981 no mint mark Lincoln penny was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. At that time, Philadelphia coins usually did not carry a mint mark, making a missing mark completely normal. The coin honors President Abraham Lincoln on the front, while the reverse features the famous Lincoln Memorial, a design that appeared on pennies for decades. This penny is made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, giving it a rich copper color and a weight of about 3.11 grams. While most are common, collectors search for rare error coins, including off-center strikes, double dies, broad strikes, and coins with dramatic die cracks. Most circulated examples are worth only a few cents, but coins in brilliant uncirculated condition can sell for several dollars. Exceptional pieces with certified high grades have reached hundreds of dollars at auction. And rare error coins can bring even higher prices depending on the mistake and demand. To identify a valuable example, check that the date reads 1981 and that there is no mint mark below the date. Look for sharp details, original copper color, and any unusual striking errors. Be cautious of altered coins and consider professional grading for anything that appears exceptional. One fascinating fact is that 1981 was the final full year before the U.S. Mint switched to the lighter zinc penny in 1982, making these copper cents part of the end of an era. Collectors continue to enjoy the 1981 no mint mark Lincoln penny because it combines history, affordability, and the excitement of discovering a rare error. The next time you receive change, take a closer look. That ordinary penny could be hiding an extraordinary story. Have you ever looked at an ordinary 1982 Lincoln penny and wondered if it could be worth far more than 1 cent? Hidden among millions of these coins are a few special pieces that have surprised collectors and sold for impressive amounts. The 1982 no mint Mark Lincoln penny was struck in Philadelphia during one of the biggest changes in U.S. coin history. Rising copper prices forced the U.S. Mint to switch from mostly copper pennies to copper-plated zinc. Because of this transition, several different versions of the 1982 penny were produced, making the year especially interesting for collectors. A no mint mark simply means the coin was made at the Philadelphia Mint. Some examples are made of heavy copper, while others are the lighter zinc version. The most valuable pieces are rare varieties, especially those with unusual errors or the famous small date design struck on the wrong metal. Collectors carefully check the coin's date style, weight, and condition. A genuine copper version weighs about 3.11 grams, while the zinc version weighs around 2.5 grams. Professional grading can help confirm valuable finds and protect buyers from altered coins. High-grade examples and rare error varieties have sold for hundreds, thousands, and in exceptional cases, tens of thousands of dollars at major auctions. That's why collectors never ignore a 1982 penny. The next time you receive change, take a closer look. That ordinary looking Lincoln penny might be hiding an extraordinary story and perhaps a surprising value that has been waiting to be discovered. Imagine finding a single penny in your pocket that looks completely ordinary, yet could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. That possibility is exactly why the 1983 no mint mark Lincoln penny continues to capture the attention of collectors across America. The 1983 no mint mark Lincoln penny was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, where coins at the time normally carried no mint mark. It features Abraham Lincoln on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the back. This year was important because the U.S. Mint had recently switched from mostly copper pennies to a lighter zinc core with a thin copper coating. Most 1983 pennies are only worth 1 cent, but a few rare error coins are worth much more. The most famous is the 1983 double die reverse, where the lettering on the back appears clearly doubled. Well-preserved examples have sold for hundreds of dollars, while top-quality certified coins have reached several $1,000s at auction. To identify a valuable example, check that there is no mint mark under the date, look closely at the lettering on the reverse for strong doubling, and compare the coin with certified examples. Professional grading is the safest way to confirm authenticity and value. One surprising fact is that millions of people have handled this penny without realizing that a rare variety could be hiding in everyday change. That mystery is exactly what makes coin collecting so exciting. Today, collectors continue searching rolls of pennies and old coin jars, hoping to discover one of these elusive treasures. So the next time a 1983 no mint mark Lincoln penny lands in your hand, don't spend it too quickly. It could be far more valuable than its 1 cent face value, and your next great discovery might already be sitting in your pocket. What if the penny hiding in your pocket could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars? The 1984 D. Lincoln penny is one of those everyday coins that has surprised collectors for decades. The 1984 D. Lincoln penny was struck at the Denver Mint during a time when billions of pennies were made for daily use. Most are only worth 1 cent. But a small number became famous because of a rare minting mistake that collectors eagerly search for today. The coin is made mostly of copper with a zinc core and features Abraham Lincoln on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the back. The most valuable variety is known as the doubled ear error. On these rare coins, Lincoln's ear appears doubled because of a die error created before the coins were struck. A normal 1984 D penny has little premium, but a genuine doubled ear example in excellent condition has sold for several $100s, while the finest known examples have reached well over $1,000 at auction. To identify a real example, use a magnifying glass and carefully examine Lincoln's ear. The doubling should be clear and part of the coin itself, not caused by damage, scratches, or wear. Professional grading can confirm authenticity. Collectors love this penny because it proves that valuable treasures can still be found in ordinary pocket change. So before you spend your next penny, take a closer look. You might be holding one of the most exciting modern Lincoln cents ever discovered. What if the penny hiding in your pocket could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars? Most people ignore the 1985 D. Lincoln penny, but a few rare examples have surprised collectors with incredible value. The 1985 D. Lincoln penny was struck at the Denver Mint during a time when billions of pennies were produced for everyday use. Most were made from copper-plated zinc with a portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the back. While common examples are only worth 1 cent, a small number stand out because of their exceptional condition or rare minting mistakes. Collectors pay close attention to coins with errors such as off-center strikes, double details, clipped planchets, or dramatic die cracks. These unusual mistakes happen during production and can make an otherwise ordinary penny highly collectible. A normal circulated coin has little value, but a flawless uncirculated example with a strong red color can sell for several dollars, while certified top-grade coins have brought hundreds of dollars at auction. Rare error coins have sold for even more, depending on the type and condition. To identify a valuable 1985 D penny, look for the small D mint mark below the date, examine the surfaces for unusual errors, and avoid cleaned or damaged coins. Having the coin authenticated by a professional grading service is the best way to confirm its value. One interesting fact is that more than 5 billion 1985 D pennies were struck, yet finding one in near perfect condition is much harder than most people imagine. That challenge is exactly why collectors continue searching through old jars, rolls, and pocket change. The next time you spot a 1985 D Lincoln penny, don't spend it too quickly. A careful inspection could reveal a hidden treasure, and your next ordinary looking cent might have an extraordinary story waiting to be discovered. What if the penny hiding in your pocket was worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars? Most people ignore the 1986 D Lincoln penny, but a few rare examples have surprised collectors with impressive values. The 1986 D Lincoln penny was struck at the Denver Mint during a time when billions of Lincoln cents were produced for everyday use. It features Abraham Lincoln on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the back, continuing a design that had been used since 1959. The coin is made mostly of zinc with a thin copper coating, giving it its familiar appearance. While regular circulated examples are only worth a few cents, certain coins become valuable because of their outstanding condition or rare minting errors. Collectors search for off-center strikes, double die details, die cracks, and coins with a strong, full red color that has never faded. Certified mint state examples, especially MS-68 red, have sold at auction for well over $1,000 because so few survive in flawless condition. To identify a genuine coin, check for the small d mint mark below the date. Compare the design details with trusted references and consider professional grading for high-quality pieces. Avoid coins with altered dates or added mint marks. One fascinating fact is that billions were made, yet only a tiny number remain in nearly perfect condition. That is exactly what makes this common-looking penny exciting for collectors today. So before you spend your next Lincoln cent, take a closer look. The 1986 D penny may seem ordinary, but the right one could turn a single cent into an unforgettable discovery. What if the penny hiding in your pocket could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars? Most people ignore the 1987 D Lincoln penny, but a few rare examples have surprised collectors with impressive values. The 1987 D Lincoln penny was struck at the Denver Mint during a time when billions of Lincoln cents were produced for everyday use. Made from a copper-plated zinc core, it features Abraham Lincoln on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the back, a design that represented American history for decades. At first glance, this coin looks ordinary. However, collectors carefully inspect it for sharp details, strong luster, and unusual minting errors. Valuable varieties can include doubled die features, off-center strikes, die cracks, or coins struck on the wrong planchet. While these errors are uncommon, they can turn an ordinary penny into a highly collectible find. Most circulated 1987 D pennies are worth only 1 cent, but uncirculated examples with outstanding quality can sell for several dollars. Rare error coins have brought hundreds of dollars at auction, and exceptional certified examples may reach even higher prices depending on their condition and rarity. To identify a genuine coin, check for the small d mint mark below the date, compare the weight and color with known examples, and consider professional grading for any unusual looking piece. Counterfeit error coins do exist, so careful inspection is important. Collectors enjoy the 1987 D Lincoln penny because it proves that valuable discoveries can still come from everyday pocket change. The next time you receive a handful of pennies, take a closer look. One small coin could tell a remarkable story and perhaps become the hidden treasure you've been searching for. What if the penny hiding in your pocket right now could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars? It may sound impossible, but one ordinary-looking 1988 Lincoln penny without a mint mark has become a fascinating coin that collectors are always searching for. The 1988 no mint mark Lincoln penny was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. During that time, pennies made in Philadelphia normally did not carry a mint mark, so finding one without a letter under the date is completely normal. Millions were produced, making most examples worth only 1 cent. However, a few rare varieties have made this coin famous. The coin features President Abraham Lincoln on the front, a design first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of his birth. On the back, you'll find the classic Lincoln Memorial, a design that remained on pennies until 2008. The coin is made mostly of zinc with a thin copper coating, giving it the familiar copper color many Americans recognize. What makes some 1988 no mint mark pennies valuable is a rare design variety known as the 1988 reverse of 1989. These coins were accidentally struck using a reverse die intended for the following year's design. The differences are small, but collectors can spot them by carefully examining the lettering and details around the Lincoln Memorial. Because so few were made, they have become highly desirable. Auction records show that ordinary circulated examples usually sell for only a few cents, while bright, uncirculated coins can bring several dollars. But authenticated examples of the rare 1988 reverse of 1989 variety have sold for hundreds, and in top condition, some have reached well over $1,000. If you think you found one, don't rely on color or shine alone. Compare the reverse design with trusted reference images, use a magnifying glass to inspect the details, and consider having the coin authenticated by a respected grading service. Be cautious of altered or damaged coins that are sometimes mistaken for valuable varieties. One interesting fact is that this famous variety wasn't discovered immediately after the coins entered circulation. Careful collectors studying tiny design differences uncovered it years later, proving that important discoveries can still be hiding in everyday change. Collectors love the 1988 no mint mark Lincoln penny because it reminds us that even common coins can have uncommon stories. A small minting mistake transformed an ordinary 1-cent coin into a prized collectible that continues to excite treasure hunters today. So the next time you receive change at a store, don't spend those pennies too quickly. Take a closer look, because one small detail could turn an ordinary coin into an extraordinary discovery. And your next pocketful of change might be hiding the coin every collector hopes to find. Have you ever looked at a 1989 D Lincoln penny and wondered if that ordinary 1-cent coin in your pocket could actually be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars? Most people spend these pennies without a second thought, but a few rare examples have surprised collectors with their unexpected value. The 1989 D Lincoln penny was produced at the Denver Mint during a time when billions of Lincoln cents were made for everyday use across the United States. Although it was created for ordinary circulation, some of these coins stand out because of their exceptional condition or unusual minting errors. Like other Lincoln cents from that era, the coin is made mostly of zinc with a thin copper coating. The front features Abraham Lincoln's portrait, while the back displays the Lincoln Memorial. Just below the date, you'll find the small D mint mark showing it was struck in Denver. What makes certain 1989 D pennies valuable is not the year alone, but their rarity in top condition and the presence of mint errors. Collectors search for double die details, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, and broad strikes. These mistakes happen during production and can transform a 1-cent coin into a prized collectible. While most circulated examples are worth only a cent, flawless uncirculated coins with strong luster can sell for several dollars or more. Certified high-grade examples have reached hundreds of dollars at auction. And dramatic error coins have brought even higher prices when authenticated by professional grading services. If you think you found one, examine the date, the mint mark, and the lettering with a magnifying glass. Look for sharp details, unusual doubling, or signs of an authentic mint error. Be cautious of altered coins, especially fake mint errors created after the coin left the mint. Professional authentication is the safest way to confirm a valuable discovery. One fascinating fact is that billions of 1989 D pennies were produced, yet only a tiny fraction are considered collectible because of their outstanding condition or genuine minting mistakes. That's exactly what makes the hunt so exciting. Collectors love the 1989 D Lincoln penny because it proves that even a modern coin can hide a remarkable story and surprising value. So before you spend your next penny, take a closer look. The coin sitting unnoticed in your change today might just be the rare discovery every collector dreams of finding.